Hello everyone, welcome back to Anubis Temple. So today, as I requested, or as I requested, wow, as someone requested, they need an Earth DPS pet guide. Honestly, I've never been Earth before, and I tried my best last night just to see like how it will go. But yeah, let's jump on and see how I did. So for the weapon, you're gonna go with Blast Adapter, head Entomb. Entomb is really strong. For neck is Might, back is Jackhammer, and I'll tell you why later. Because I mean, out of the melee loadouts, Jackhammer is the best. Chest is Penetrating Strikes, legs doesn't really scale anymore, and of course, feet and hands are always the same, Trample Master and max damage. As I mentioned in Sorcery before, you need to have a strong pet, and yeah, that's it. The last part you leave it as like anything you want to. It's literally the same things that I mentioned in the Sorcery guide. Of course, the artifacts are exactly the same. You're gonna have Soul Shot, Quizlet, and Mercy. You're gonna have Mercy at the end, so you can actually swap it with Eye of Gemini if you want to. Philosopher's Stone, Dead King's Scepter, anything you want to at the end. Just note though, because I've never been Earth before, there's sometimes I miss loadouts, maybe of course someone has like better loadouts than me, if anyone can share that, because I've never literally been Earth ever. So yeah. Also, I'd like to say that Earth is a little bit tricky sometimes, because with sorcery, as you guys can see like all the spec in here while I'm talking. With sorcery at least, you have a really good finisher and a power that is a single target, okay, which is Vengeance and Find a Ruin. And for AoE, you also have Perfect 2 powers. But for Earth, the powers for Earth that has the 0.5 cooldown are really bad. Like not all of them are great. Some of them, yes, a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, the rest are just really bad. I'm gonna show like a couple of different loadouts, and hopefully it helps though. So yeah, for the spec here, you don't need to take New Venom Boost, of course. Just taking not even Robot Psychic. You don't need to take anything. You can take New Venom if you want to for double supercharge, super speed or whatever. It's always the same. So yeah, those are the four main powers that you're gonna always have in your loadout. You're gonna have Mercy, Soul Shot, or Shard of Soul Shot, yeah, and or Godwave Strength, whatever. Crystal and Entomb. You definitely don't need to swap Entomb for New Venom Boost. Entomb is way stronger than New Venom Boost. Honestly, Sorcery, if Sorcery has a power or supercharge that is like Entomb in Earth, it would have been so goddamn elite. But yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, let's just touch on the first loadout then. So yeah, your single target loadout is gonna be the finisher and purple blast. I really hope I pronounced that right. It's gonna be your 0.5 cooldown one, which is gonna be your spammable power to refresh Godwave strength. Of course, everyone that is experienced with Earth have told me that Jackhammer is the one that should be in all your loadouts, to be honest. But the issue is with Jackhammer, it's because it just count as one power. Even if you are spamming it, it's counted as one power. So it doesn't have the high chance of resetting Godwave strength. So you definitely need a power that really have a very short cooldown, just like the 0.5 one that I'm using there. And of course using the finisher because it's a single target. And you don't really need an AoE powers because your pets are already hitting AoEs. I mean, your Quizlet is hitting AoE when you do this the supercharge. Also, when you're hitting the normal powers as well. Your Crystal as well is doing AoE. Your pet, so yeah. So you're looking at like 1.3, 1.1 around that range for single target, which is I think the same with Sorcery. Maybe a little bit. I think Sorcery is a little bit higher, but yeah. Of course, it's without Entomb, which is really strong. So, touching on the AoE one. So, for AoE or melee, you definitely need to have an AoE ally. So, maybe Cyborg or Superman. and your loadout is going to be Jackhammer, the supercharge generator, and you clip in the supercharge. I just did a mistake there. You're supposed to clip your supercharge generator with the Mercy attack protocol, but you need to hit Mercy first because it's clippable, not the opposite way. So Mercy first and then you supercharge generator. And yeah, and then you just spam Jackhammer. And of course, I've mentioned that issue before. Jackhammer doesn't reset God Wave Strength that much, that's the issue, because it counts as one power. Yes, you keep spamming the square for it, or the melee to keep continuing it, but it is not a spammable power, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're looking at like 2.2, maybe 2.5 sometimes. If you hit your supercharge and you power your Quizlet with God Wave Strength before doing that, I was hitting like 3.5, 3.6, which is really high. I don't think I've ever hit that with Sorcery Might. I don't think so. I'm talking about the pet damage, of course. But yeah, that's why I said Entomb is just way crazy. Also, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, Entomb actually is gonna be really good in this slowdown here because first of all you have a supercharge generator, and also now the meta is literally spamming supercharges, like the healers haven't spam supercharges. So you definitely have an Entomb 24/7, and you need to keep spamming it as well off cooldown because that's the one that actually boosts your damage. Because without Entomb, you're looking at like 1.5, 1.7, something like that. So which is really not that amazing damage. And yeah, yet again, don't forget guys, these numbers are not really 100% because first of all, this is test server, your stats or my stats are not really that great like the live server already. Skill points as well are not that great like live server, and also you still don't have the buff for the pet with Aquaman because I'm not taking damage in here. But in real content, you're gonna have like the buff from the troll, the buff from Aquaman when you take damage to the pets, so you're gonna have a lot of things. So yeah, for the range loadout, I'm just close to the ads in here just to get a power back to myself because as I mentioned before, skill points are not that great. So yeah, you're looking for Stone as your spammable power, and I honestly don't remember what that power called, not gonna lie. I think it's what, something blast, I think it's to torchable, something like that. I don't really remember, I'm sorry. But yeah, just the rotation is literally just like spamming Stone, and then when the other power get off cooldown you just use it. That's literally it. Like you're not really looking, as well as I mentioned before with Earth, you're not looking for like a gadget's prec damage, you know, you're not looking like 3 mil every 10 seconds. You're just looking at a really minimum. It's like 1.9, 1.8 around this area, and this is of course without Entomb. So for another loadout that I've messed around as well and I found that it's kinda useful, you're gonna have Upheaval and Stone as well. Unfortunately, Stone out of all the 0.5 cooldown powers, it's the best. You can definitely go with this power over there as well, but the issue is that again, they're not spammable powers, so you're not looking to have God Wave Strength resetting that fast, which is literally the main reason why you're doing pet damage in the first place. You need God Wave Strength to reset as fast as possible because you yourself with the powers are not doing that amazing damage. You're literally making your pets do damage, that's all. And thanks to Mercy, because it allows the pets to set PI, one of your powers should be one that actually benefits from PI, so it actually, you get something from it. Because if Mercy allowing the pet to set PI and you're using a power that sets PI as well, then you're not benefit anything. That's literally how the pet DPS works. Because I've seen people using, I mean, I've mentioned that in Sorcery already, I don't need to mention it again, it's fine. But yeah, again, you're looking like 2.2, which is literally better than the last one. 2.2, 2.1, around that area. Sorry about the siren. Yeah, there's so many loadouts, but it's just like really situational and just like which one you like more, that's all. And in this clip in here, this is just me just showing you how it really looks like when you have everything all out. So you're looking at like 3 point something, as I mentioned before, 3.5. It's definitely higher as well because when I use Entomb, somehow Quizlet didn't do the special attack. So if you have Quizlet having a Soul Shard on him, or God Wave Strength on him, and you do an Entomb, which is your supercharge, you're looking at really high damage for that. And yeah, I literally think that's it, guys. So it's exactly like the ones that I mentioned in Sorcery Guide. I really hope it helps, and if you have any questions or any better loadouts, let me know. Bye.